What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimi Shosty Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. Guys, camping is over and it is time for your faves to go back to the house. Yeah. Remember Biggie said on Thursday they will be going back to the house. So I was thinking it's going to be after their wager presentation, but you know they have to prepare for the wager presentation and they need access to the house to do so. Guess what? Your faves are back in the house. So how would you rate their camping experience? Did you enjoy this week with the housemates camping outside, or is it a na for you? Can you rate the housemates via 10? Is it going to be a 5/10, a 10/10 experience with them? Like, do you think they utilize the camping experience, or you think it would have been more fun if they had done 1 or 2s, right? Because I have heard many people complain and be like, oh, this week is not even interesting. They did not make it interesting. You know, all those kind of complaint. So I would love to hear from you guys. Did you enjoy the camping experience with your faves outside the house? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Meanwhile, while you let me know what you think, let's just read few comments from few people from the bbmzansi page while they were asked, they were told that the housemates are back to the house. Let's see few comments. Okay, yeah, what a boring week it was. I didn't even watch 50% of this week. At least my Liema will be free. Wish we could have boys not talking to girls next week. Make them sleep in different rooms. Do everything differently, even the wager tax. It is giving the great divide like BB Titan. Alright, let's grow SA together said, shout out to all the housemates. They held it down and still came back strong. Shout out to Yolanda Z, who were in critical state but managed to keep everything clean. Critical state. What happened to Z and Yolanda that I did not know about? Anyways, your faves are in the house, relaxing on the couch. As you can see, they missed this moment. Good thing, good though. The people who have opportunity, they said in my language, onye worry kama no do. It means that people who has bombs do not know how to sit down. When sometimes we have this kind of opportunity, we don't know how important it is to us. We don't know that there are people who could not even afford where we are today, But anyways, that aside, these two were having a conversation about the eviction. So they are like still questioning like, hey, how many people will go on Sunday? They are actually curious to know what's up with Sunday eviction, and then, but they are like kind of talking about Makeke is like, he is a bit relaxed, unlike last week. Trends have said so that unlike the other time he was up, that he's a bit relaxed this week. But the funny thing is, when he was up, it was a free eviction week. If I was the one, I would still be anxious, like I would still be curious. Anyways, they are still saying this because Sunday is a bit far. No matter how you feel to think is a bit safe for you, that means Yolanda would not be scared of nominations now. Because there is no how you will not feel that fear in you when Sunday comes. I think Yolanda is the number one housemate that has stood up from the beginning till now. Lerato, Modisa, and Papagos would have joined that league, but remember the other week they were like free. Even the free week, Yolanda was up because of course the housemates don't know that they were free. So I think it is with Papagos and Yolanda that has stood the most. Liema is just coming up after them. Talking about Yolanda, it may seem as though there is a bit fracas amongst the team cooking today. That is Team Yolanda. We have Yolanda in that team. Yolanda, Sinaye, Mpumi, and Liema. I could remember vividly. Was it not 3 days ago, or maybe a day? I think it was on Sunday night, yeah. They had this meeting where they said they want to divide their kitchen duty and how they will be operating in the kitchen. And then when they wanted to pair Yolanda and Liema, she literally avoided preparing with Liema, she said, no, there is going to be problems. Now, it may seem as though Liema is actually not really the problem, because there was still problem. They decided to be preparing something, what was it called, raw or something, like with rice, right? I don't know what you guys call it, but they decided to prepare something. And at the end of the day, they got to the kitchen. Sinai started breaking eggs. You see? So that's why I feel like, that's why I think most times they try to pick up on that Liema girl, but all of them have their own problems. That is what me I'm trying to let you guys know right now. You get, all of them have their problem, because still with the people she thinks she can exist with, like coexist with, they are still giving her tough time. But trust Yolanda, she still continue cooking whatever they have decided to cook. So it may seem as though I don't know how they wanted to even work that thing up. The arguments now continue on the social space. The fans were calling out Yolanda, that Yolanda, she's always doing too much, blah blah blah. But how will you blame Yolanda though? They already decided on what to cook, and then they start breaking eggs. It is not her fault. It is not her fault at all. While she was preparing the food, there is a huge drag on her. They say she cannot cook. It's a South African dish. I don't know how you guys prepare it, but they say she cannot even prepare it at all. That the way the process she's actually cooking the food with is actually the wrong step to prepare the food. I don't know, but I just know they are dragging Yolanda left, right, and center. If you're a Yolanda fan, hope you are not busy defending Yolanda with the drags, because I've seen defenders saying, oh, no, this celebrity prepared it this way, that celebrity prepared it that way. Better go and be voting Yolanda. You cannot go and give up on her now. I can't even wait for tonight's wager, because while they were even preparing food, Mpumi was busy rehearsing in the kitchen. She was pacing around, rehearsing, what she's going to say in the arena today. Now, talking about Mpumi, okay, before I start the gist, first off, there is this conversation that is becoming a routine amongst Papa Ghost and Lerato. They have started observing people who are not taking their beds and people who are clean and unclean in the house. Now, Lerato Modise said in this house that there are some housemates that have not done their laundry ever since they got to this house. That she's not going to mention names, or there are some housemates that have not done their laundry since the day they stepped into this house, and whenever you pass by their closets, it's always having this awful smell, And then Papa Ghost now said he can count up to 10 housemates that has not had their bath as at the time they were having this conversation. I'm like, wait, so this is actually looking like his everyday routine. They will be giving us feedback on people who had baits and people that has not baits. Meanwhile, talking about not baiting, you see when Mpumi was in that kitchen with Yolanda and Sinai, guys, if you go to the social space, you will literally cry for Mpumi. Come and see drags. They are like, oh, she's preparing. Now I don't blame Lerato when she said she doesn't want to eat their food, because look at this girl, she's on her period and she has not baked, and she's preparing lunch. She prepared breakfast without baking. Now she's preparing. Guys, they have said a whole lot of things. The one that actually got me cheery was calling her an HIV patient. Like, what sort of thing is that? No, it is very okay not to like a person. I keep telling you guys this thing, but there is an extent you can go over this thingy of stanship. I'm telling you people this thing. Now they are calling out on Lerato, that Lerato is the cause why everybody has seen Mpumi as a dirty girl. It may seem as though this is what Mpumi will go through when she comes out of the house. She's going to go through it post-show, because now they are labeling her this dirty girl narrative on her. Because I remember how this was for Thatcher during their season. Thatcher Big Brother Niger, when they said she has odor. Even till now, that stigma is still there. It's not out yet. Anybody that talk about Thatcher, they'll be like, oh, have you bait? In fact, her current ish with one lady on the social space, the lady used it on her and said, you need perfume, So I think this is one thing that anyone would not want to do to anybody else. So people are really calling out on Lerato. It's just too much on the social space, on Mpumi's name. When you just hear Mpumi, they'll be like the dirty girl and all of that. Alright, coming from number one troll, Mpumi's arson and scar tissue on her face has really gotten better over the weeks. Biggie's house and environment is treating her good. Coming from Pepperoni Sauce said, it's good to always stay woke, Sha. How can two guys ask you if you are going to take your bet immediately the garden door open for all and you did not grab? Alaye, shift Jari. That is, this person is referring to Mpumi, because Mark Jr. did ask her if she's going to have her bath, and then I think she said not yet, or maybe she's not sure. So people asking you this, your head did not tell you that maybe you're literally smelling to them and all of that. I'm like, you might not know what happened, maybe conversation that ensued before the person asked. That house can really mess someone up, because the camera does not follow 24/7 on a particular housemate. They should give water-resistant girl gloves in that kitchen. Imagine eating food touched by a person who doesn't shower. Are we even sure she washed her hands after using the toilet? The more I imagine, the more I side with Lerato on not eating her food. You see what I was telling you guys about? Miss Maya said, I will never forgive Lerato for creating such an agenda against Mpumi. Why didn't she go face to face with her if she feels that way? Women hate each other. Wahala be like bicycle. Like, it's really so painful. See, if you go to the X app, you will literally shed tears. I'm telling you. If you now go to Facebook, Unko, oh my God. All right, coming from who again? Okay, I'll skip the name. Why are you looking for entertainment from Z if you already have a faith in the house? Shouldn't that faith be the one entertaining you? Z has suffered. They are still dragging Z for being a furniture. All housemates go must collect. All housemates would definitely collect. Meanwhile, the Z you call a furniture was the housemate sitting all night sewing. You see, these the attacks. Z has contributed a lot, working. So furniture they work. Okay, and then there is this Liema stance. They are trying to prove a point about Khosi and Liema thinking. Remember, ever since this show started, it was about Khosi. Liema said some things about Khosi. We are not going to stand her, vice versa. Now Candy here said, VKR who stand Liema are traitors because she body shamed mother. And mother said, hold on, I shall stand her either way and we shall twin. Wonder how they felt when she also interacted with Liema's Insta handler. So what they are trying to say is those Khosians beefing Liema because of what she said about Khosi, that Khosi does not take things to heart because Khosi wore the exact clothes Liema has on this other frame. The last event Khosi went for, that was what she was putting on. As you can look at the picture, you would see those dresses are the same. And Liema wore that clothes first. If they are like, if Khosi is really beefy, no, don't want to have anything to do with Liema, she would not wear something that Liema has, as in the same kind of dress that Liema has worn before. I'm like, is that how much you guys even go deep on enmity? Hey, wahala. All right, coming from Stacy. In that triangle, only two people can shine on their own. Jared can win tasks individually. Mpumi shines, win tasks, win games and stuff individually. If that triangle scatters today, Mpumi will survive solo. Jared will survive solo. I don't know about Els and Liema. This is actually deep though. Guys, what do you think about this narrative that Stacey just dropped here? Do you think it's going to be difficult? I think Els is also staying solo. Els is not really in that ship, in that triangle. She's actually coming in and out of the triangle. Now, I think the major concern should be Liema. Can Liema stay alone in that house without involving herself with Jared? It seems impossible though. That's why she could involve in all of these trashy things Jared is putting them through. I have been attracted to same type of people. Yemi Craigs, Fina, Pere Ebi, Jared, similar personalities. These are reality stars with big personalities who are there to entertain, not please you all. Like them or hate them. That's why they are called Sigma. What's Sigma? And then somebody replied this person. I think the person do not agree. This person said, Pere and Njaridi in one sentence. Put some respect on Pere's name. You can put Yemi Craigs and Njaridi. Which one is Njaridi again? In one sentence. You guys are a case, I swear. Because they are the same. I ain't sure about Fina. Anyways, I don't know how. It just depends on how the person stands. I think it's the person's perception about standing the same people he or she was standing. So you cannot even say otherwise. All right, because people stand for various reasons now. Coming from Jabulani. If Yolanda and Liema survive again this Sunday, then the housemates should realize that these are probably the strongest housemates. The more they keep on nominating them, the more they keep on growing in terms of votes. They need to be smart enough to realize that the most nominated housemates who keep on surviving usually make it till the end is the same pattern on each and every season. Now, the thing is, any housemate that would survive this Sunday is actually a strong one. Is really actually a strong one. Already I am seeing Yolanda as a top 5 material. I'm sure Liema and Z too, they are going to be at the top 5. So now I'm really eager to know who are staying with Yolanda, Liema and Z. The 3 people I can bet money for is Yolanda, Liema and Z. They go nowhere. Now who is going to join them? That is the question. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here. And now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.